Hey, my name is Harrison here with Storyteller Overland, and in this video we will be taking an exclusive first look at the Storyteller GXV EPIC, an RVIA certified expedition vehicle loaded with all the best features for high performance and luxurious long-range travel. Looking at the EPIC, you'll probably notice the DNA of the well-known global expedition vehicles Patagonia throughout the truck. The EPIC is the pinnacle of everything GXV learned over 20 plus years building some of the finest and most capable expedition vehicles in the world, and now Storyteller will be offering the GXV EPIC through its dealer and service network. Now, as a certified RV, the EPIC will be easier to finance, insure, and service than ever before, but is still built on the Global Expedition Vehicles factory in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. We can't talk about the EPIC without starting at the heart of the rig, the heavy-duty professional-grade chassis. We build the EPIC on the tried and trusted Kenworth K370 extended platform. The K370 comes with a Cummins 6.7-liter engine capable of producing 660 foot-pounds of torque. The Cummins is paired with a mighty Allison 3500 HD transmission, known for its durability in the most demanding applications. This combination creates a drivetrain known worldwide for its exceptional reliability. For off-roading, the EPIC has a pretty hardcore four-wheel drive system with a high and low range transfer case, a 50-to-1 crawl ratio, and air-locking front and rear differentials. Ground clearance is 11.5 inches, the approach angle is 32.52 degrees, the departure angle is 18.46 degrees, and breakover angle is 25.58 degrees. We have been completely blown away with how capable the EPIC is off-road. Boasting an incredible 200 gallons of fuel capacity and up to 1,800 miles of range, the EPIC can take you from Miami to Quebec without stopping. When it turns cold, the house heating system can be used to warm the engine and vice versa. When you have engine heat, it can warm the capsule as well. The 194-inch wheelbase is actually shorter than most standard four-door trucks, and it has a tighter steering angle, resulting in a 30 to 40% smaller turning radius than conventional trucks and excellent maneuverability on and off the road. The cab-over design itself offers a large windshield with no hood and provides a commanding view of the road or trail that simplifies the navigation around obstacles and also offers excellent visibility for enjoying the scenery. Inside the cab, you'll notice the four-wheel drive controls. The EPIC features front and rear locking differentials managed by 3 interior switches combined with King shocks, forged rims, and 44-inch Goodyear MPT tires. The EPIC is practically unstoppable. The capsule is 22 feet long and is built using special 60mm insulated composite panels, and the whole vehicle is sprayed with rugged armor-thin coating. Factoring in the cab, which we extend to give additional space behind the front seats, you have an overall vehicle length of just over 30 feet, which allows the EPIC to comfortably access most national and state parks throughout the United States. The body is 8 feet wide and the height of the vehicle is 12 feet 3 inches. On the front of the vehicle is a custom 1/4-inch steel front bumper with a 20,000-pound winch with a beefy protective bar around the front and top for maximum protection. On the side of the vehicle is a huge electric awning with dimmable LEDs, all operated on the C-Zone control screen. In what you'll see is a reoccurring theme, the EPIC has tons of storage, inside and out. The huge exterior pass-through features a robust sliding tray rated for 800 pounds that can slide to either the passenger or driver's side. Inside the pass-through, you can access the electrical components and much of the plumbing. The pass-through area is heated in cold weather and also houses the exterior shower. The exterior of the vehicle has multiple locking storage areas for tons of gear and 2 locking 100-gallon diesel tanks. The EPIC features 120 gallons of fresh water, an electrically warmed 40-gallon gray water tank, and a 4.75-gallon flushable cassette toilet. Should you need it, the spare tire and wheel are electrically winched down with controls found in the rear compartment. The 18,000 watt-hours of Mastervolt batteries in the EPIC are amazing, with 1,980 watts of solar power, a 4,500 watt inverter, and an onboard 6 kilowatt diesel generator with auto start. In full sun, the solar system can generally power the air conditioning while adding power into the batteries. The system charges when driving, and when camping, you always have backup from the 6,000 watt onboard generator. The EPIC has an extreme 360-degree lighting package with scene lights that can be activated all at once or in various individual configurations. There are lights all around the vehicle, as well as diode dynamics pod lights, ditch lights, fog lights, side and rear navigation lights. Before we go inside, let's first take a look at the entrance door. The entrance door features a 3-point stainless steel lock system with a heavy-duty electric step system that deploys when the door is opened. You can lock the steps in the up or down position by pressing the button located inside the door or on the C-Zone display. The door has a pull-out screen and a window shade as well. So, stepping inside the Epic is pretty epic. Starting at the front of the truck here is our dining area, which can easily seat 4 adults, and there's also a locking pass-through into the cabin. There's 110 and 12-volt power outlets on each side of the dinette here, and I personally post up here to do work while we're on the road. Throughout the vehicle, we actually have 10 110-volt outlets, 4 12-volt outlets, and 2 wireless phone chargers. You'll notice that the table here is capable of vertical and 2 planes of lateral movement. And by pushing the table all the way down or moving it to the side, you can easily access the cab of the truck. We will check out the cab of the truck later in this video. This entire area also turns into a full-size bed. And of course, the Epic features a 32-inch TV with a Bluetooth soundbar. So moving over here to the kitchen part of the truck, you'll notice that we are not short on room. Like I previously stated, the Epic is not lacking on storage, and inside the truck there are actually 31 individual storage cabinets to use for whatever you want. So the interior of the Epic is extremely well built. It's very luxurious. We build all the cabinetry and the dinette area, we just build it in-house. So the countertop is constructed from high quality corium, and then this is very high quality hardwood drawer boxes. It's worth noting, we do as much as possible to design this in a way that is different from the inside of a house. We build this vehicle to be able to withstand any jostling, motion, movement, shock that you encounter off-roading and overlanding, which is not how you build a house. So although this looks like the inside of your home, it's constructed to withstand completely different forces. So right here on the counter, you'll notice a cutting board, which underneath is a stainless steel sink. We have 2 faucets, so this is your main faucet just for cleaning dishes, doing whatever you'd want. And then right here is a water filtration system powered by Guzzle H2O. So all 120 gallons of fresh water on board, you can run through this filter and it is clean, it's drinkable. Next to that faucet, you'll notice a soap dispenser. And then right here, you have a dual burner induction cooktop with touch controls located below. So on the other side right here, you have a huge 6.3 cubic foot refrigerator and freezer combo. Located above that is our 3-in-1 microwave, air fryer, and convection oven. So the Epic is outfitted with super high quality Armor Vision dual pane glass. These windows offer comfortable ventilation and unobstructed views. Each window is complete with a shade and a bug screen. These windows are top notch as far as efficiency and insulation go, and they'll stand up much better to striping than alternative options. The windows are rated from 0 to 20,000 feet of elevation. The Epic boasts one of the largest bathrooms we've ever seen in an overlanding vehicle. Check out the sink with a full vanity, medicine cabinet with a mirror, a 4.75 gallon cassette toilet, shower with continuous hot water, and handcrafted teak cabinetry. The skylight gives you a height of 6 feet 5 inches, and this allows taller people to shower in comfort. Across from the washroom, we have a huge storage area. Up top, you have a massive space for bags, shoes, there's a coat hanger for clothes, whatever you want to keep up here, this is a huge storage area. Below this, we actually have a washer dryer, which has made the biggest difference when traveling in this vehicle because having clean clothes whenever you want lets you stay on the road for as long as you want. Every single detail of the Epic allows you to dramatically increase the amount of time you can be off the grid. The Epic's main sleeping area features a queen-size bed and a large opening skylight, so you can always enjoy a view of the night sky. Cabinets on both sides provide ample storage. On each side of the bed, you'll find a wireless charging station, a 110-volt outlet, a 75-watt USB-C, and 1 USB-A port. The lights are dimmable, and there are also reading lights. In the bed area is also an additional C-Zone display panel, as well as a lighting panel that will let you light up the outside of the vehicle if you hear a bump in the night. We call that scene lighting, as well as a master house light and bathroom light button. All right, now let's jump up to the cab of the Epic. So the first thing you're gonna notice, the air ride seats are incredible. You have options on the side of the seats. You can fill them with air or deflate them if you just want more of a steady ride, but it's incredible. Filling the air ride seats up, it's gonna take a lot of the shock you might get from the road or anything the suspension can't handle, and it is just gonna smooth that out. Okay, so now that we're in the cab of the truck, there's just a couple little things to go over. The first of those are the off-road controls. So we have a system of 3 switches right here. The first of which, that says front axle, is how you engage 4-wheel drive. Once front axle is engaged, your second switch is your high and low range. So whether you need 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, that's gonna be the controls for that. Your last switch is your front differential lock. Now, an important thing to note is that when you switch into 4-wheel drive, your rear differential automatically locks. So if you need to engage the front, you have that third switch. Otherwise, just get into 4-wheel drive normally, your back diff is always gonna be engaged. The next thing we're gonna look at is this secondary C-zone display panel, which you can tilt whichever way you would like for either passenger or driver operation. This is a super cool panel because it is identical to the one in the main living space of the truck, which means anything you can control from the back of the truck, you also can control from here. The last thing we're gonna touch on, shifting gears is just a tiny bit different in this vehicle than what you would normally drive day to day. So down here, you're gonna notice we only have reverse, neutral, and drive. To put the vehicle in park, put your foot firmly on the brake, press the neutral button, and then you engage this brake right here. When you're ready to drive either forwards or reverse, you will put your foot on that brake again. You will press reverse or drive, depending on the direction you wanna go, disengage that brake, you're ready to go. The Epic makes use of the AquaHot hydronic heating system to heat the cabin and to make hot water for the inside and outside of the shower, as well as the sinks. It runs hot water through registers, and a fan takes that heat and disperses it throughout the vehicle. There's actually 3 different customizable zones: the bed, bathroom, and galley. This means you can, in theory, have 3 different temperatures inside the capsule at any time, depending on what you decide is comfortable. Fun fact, the AquaHot system can warm the engine when in cold conditions and vice versa. You can use engine heat to supplement the AquaHot system. The Epic uses a huge 3-battery Mastervolt system for providing the power to all the living quarters. All components such as the solar charge controller, inverter, batteries, and C-Zone interface screen are produced by Mastervolt, resulting in a seamless integration and a great interface for the user. Mastervolt is offered worldwide in a range of applications and is just super reliable. Originally used in high-end yachts for decades, there's a worldwide parts availability and remote service. This means that wherever you are in the world, you will be able to get this serviced if needed. So starting our exterior tour of the truck, it's worth noting this is a really tall vehicle. I'm 6'2", it's tall. We do provide steps, so if you're getting into the truck, get into the habit, putting the step down lets you climb up very easily, but make sure when you drive, just hook this with your foot, put it back up. Moving back here, it is worth noting the door. So we have really nice, very solid electric steps. They will open and close whenever you close and open the door, but if you want to lock them out while you're at a campsite, there is a button inside this truck that once you press the button, the steps will stay in place. To make these steps go in, all we have to do is press this button again. And now when we close the door, the steps will retract. The next thing on the line is half of our fuel capacity. So we have 2 100-gallon fuel tanks, one on this side of the truck, one on the driver's side of the truck. It is worth noting every single thing on the truck that can open or come off is capable of locking. You will not have to worry at all about anyone getting into your fuel or tampering with it. This locks. This is the first of our completely empty storage compartments. So right here is just a huge storage compartment. You can fill this with whatever you want. And again, this does lock as well. In this compartment is where your AquaHot heating system is housed, like we talked about. This heats your hot water and your air for the entire truck. There is a little bit of extra room in here. You can put whatever you want in here. I would not overfill this because there is equipment in here, but plenty of storage here as well. So this is our garage space. A really, really cool feature about this, you can access it from either passenger or driver side of the truck, but we incorporate this sliding shelf system so that whatever side of the truck you're on, you can access all of your cargo. This is rated for 800 pounds. This is also where you can access all of your electrical and most all of your plumbing systems in the vehicle. So in the event you need to do a hard system reset, we do have a button in here that is master power for the entire electrical system, and any maintenance you or anyone else might need to do, they can access the systems through this pass-through. A very important detail is that when you close this door, push up on this handle to lock it. Otherwise, you run a serious risk of this opening while you're driving down the road, and no one wants that. Moving back here, we've got our massive 44-inch spare tire. To access this, we do have a winch system that you can remotely have this come down. It is extremely heavy, so that's necessary. So on our driver's side of the vehicle, the first storage area we're gonna talk about right here, this is your gray water tank. So if you need to drain the tank or anything to do with gray water, this is where you access that. This is electronically heated, and it is worth noting you have extra room in here for more storage. Next to the gray water tank is another completely empty storage box that you can fill with whatever you want. And again, everything we're talking about here can lock. The next thing down the line is the second half of your fuel system. So again, this is another 100-gallon diesel tank. It is worth noting, if you need to fill this vehicle up with diesel, you're gonna need to find somewhere where you can fill up both from the driver and passenger side, or you can just fill up from one side, back the truck out, turn it around, and then fill it from the other side. Next to the diesel tank, we have the diesel exhaust fluid tank, so DEF. Is super important. Do not confuse DEF with fuel. This is only for DEF, this is only for diesel. Next to the DEF tank, we have this small area that houses one of the master volt batteries for the generator, which the generator is located right next door. So this is the generator for the truck that in the event you run completely out of battery, it's nighttime or there's clouds, the solar's not gonna cut it, this generator will sense that the battery levels are low, and it's gonna kick on to make sure you can still power whatever you need to power. What makes the EPIC unique is that not only do you have ample off-road capability to explore, but you take all the creature comforts of home with you. You can go further and stay out longer than just about anything else out there, and you enjoy the comfort of knowing you have several forms of redundant power and heat that allow you to live and work off-grid and never worry about the availability of power, which will shorten your stay or cause you to leave your current location. Super rugged on the outside and super luxurious on the inside, the EPIC is truly an off-grid beast. And after all, the more comfortable you are in your adventure, the longer your adventure will be. This has been an overview of the Storyteller GXV EPIC. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope to see you out on the open road.